Good Day Live. I'm Michelle Murad, if you don't know who I am.
Yes, I'm Kyle Trueblood. Nice to see you.
And we have Scott Hamilton Harris in the building.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Well dressed, man.
Yeah, you look
Thank you.
so good.
Thank you.
Love the blue.
The work against the orange,
It looks
It's great.
fabulous.
Yeah.
I got to give us a special introduction of how to talk about you. You're a celebrity luxury, home creator, design innovator, published writer. You do it all. I mean, you're also a chef and apparently an incredible dresser.
and a dad too.
And a dad.
Yeah.
Aww.
How many kids do you
Boy,
have?
girl.
Yeah.
Two boys.
Two boys. Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Full time.
Full-time dad.
That's
That
great.
too. I just thought, if I could manage hundreds of people and write, why not manage 2 more kids?
Yes. How old are they?
They are 10. Well, one's going to be 11 and 13.
Oh, are they in school now?
Yes, thank God.
Oh.
Ryan and Liam.
Oh, shout out to the boys. Hey
hope they're
guys.
watching.
Yeah.
Also, I had to say, the socks. We are big sock people. Can you show our audience your socks?
I
Flip the
sure.
leg.
I wasn't expecting to do this, but how do I do this?
Just leg up.
Just like leg up.
Yes,
Yeah.
look at this
Can you-
sock. Yes.
Perfect.
Get the other one. Get the
That's
other
one.
one.
Right.
There we
Hey,
go.
you look great.
Well, I
Love
think
our
you've seen the
socks.
bottom of my shoe, but
Hey, it's
maybe
okay.
we need to do more like
There you
that.
go. There you go. There you
Oh,
go.
there you go. Hey.
You know, I
Great
should have gone to the
flexibility.
yoga place next door before I came here to do this.
Yeah, you know what? I put people on the spot, and I'm so sorry. And I'm happy that you're down for that.
Yeah. It's like Pilates in here.
I know. I mean, we're all about great socks. Those are those happy socks?
I don't know. They were in my drawer, so that made me happy.
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
There you go.
We love. Kyle's a big sock guy, so when I looked down, I was like, oh, you gotta show your socks.
Gotcha.
Well, look at those, though. I mean, come on, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And this
Yeah.
guy right here. Come on.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Come on. I mean, if we're doing sock
Hello.
time,
these are my shoes.
let's just talk.
Not my shoes. They're shoes. Oh, all
Yeah.
three.
All three of us. Can we all do it? No. All. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Hey,
All
hey,
right.
I can't
Nice.
put both legs up because,
Right.
don't want to offend anyone out there.
That was a first.
That was
Remember
a
Yeah,
first.
All.
You know that's going to be like a still on our
It will.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Only I would see it, so don't worry about it.
Only you would see it. Wow.
You were
we
saying
got somebody said hi, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who that is. Who said hi?
Can't read it from here.
You got a fan already saying hello. Oh, Tammy says hi.
Oh,
Aw,
Tammy.
she
And you
is
know
so
Tammy.
wonderful.
Yes, she is.
Tambi is wonderful.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You're published, yes?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
And you wrote about. Can you tell us a little about your book?
Oh, no, I mean, published. Well, what I do is I write for about 8 national magazines from Microsoft Network, you name it, all the big home magazines,
Wow.
Architectural Digest, Interior Design, Malibu. It goes on, and it's way too much. I don't
Okay,
even want to think
okay.
about it. But
That was the
yeah,
one thing I didn't
so
realize.
I write articles all the time. And not only do I write them, but I also organize it. I do the layouts. I do all the photography. And then if that wasn't enough, then I do a little cooking piece in there and add a recipe. So it says written by, photographed by, cooking by. So
You sound like me
Yeah.
with this show.
it's just easier when you can do it yourself, right?
Is it?
If you don't have to
Yeah.
rely on a lot of people, you just get it done.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a question?
I'm just trying to figure out what school is Scott going to that's teaching him how to do
School of life,
realistic
man.
cooking, writing, photography. That's great.
I actually dropped out of school at 15 and a half where they asked me to leave.
They asked you to leave?
They did. They said
what'd you do?
they said you can. I kept questioning the curriculum too much, and so when I was done, I would then when they were done with the curriculum, I'd walk around to the students and tell them, "Don't listen to the teacher. Okay, I understand that that's LAUSD, but we can talk." So they didn't like that apparently. I'm not sure why. And they said you can leave. So I started doing architecture at 15 years old
Wow.
full time.
Really?
I
Yeah.
didn't know that. That's incredible.
By the time I was 18, I was already running the office. So I'm like, why? And, training people out of the highest levels, SciArc, USC, all the best design schools. And like, what are you paying per month for your debt? I make more than you.
Wow.
I don't have any debt.
Yeah.
Why do it?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
What an interesting life. Little bit of advice. What would you give someone that was in your shoes at that age?
Wear good socks.
Clearly.
Great advice.
Because it might be put on a show.
The best advice I would give is find your passion and do it what you want to do.
Yeah.
I didn't do this really as a way of of trying to make a living or something. It was just when I was a kid, I was just wanted to build things.
That's so cool.
It made me happy. And so I just never stopped doing that. And it worked out really well. And I also like to help people. So, I was able to put both together by doing it. And I had no idea it would ever become this big. It was just something I was doing.
Awesome.
And then at one time, you become well known. So it's been great.
It's amazing.
That's great. So were you playing with Legos when you were little? Like, what were you building?
Oh my God, I had the Lego sets. I had like all of it. But when I was 5 years old, what I would do is I'd go to the garage sales with my parents, and I would get like the tape recorders. Remember like the old cassette ones, and the 8-tracks. You take the motors, the speakers,
I'm just kidding.
and then I would take dishwashers and appliances, and I'd create these like Frankenstein, creations.
That's
Wow.
so cool.
I just loved it. There's all these things running in my room with wiring and boxes, and I was always trying to find some new device to assemble.
That's cool.
I don't think they did anything, but it was just really cool to like hear the motor through the speaker and the light and hear the resistance. It was fun. That's what I did.
So
Such
you
an
knew,
interesting kid.
Yeah, so you knew as a little guy what you wanted to do.
Yeah, and I started doing my room. I didn't like the casing. I'm like, you got to be kidding. Who put this in here? So I took the casing off. I know I was not in school yet. I didn't even start kindergarten because I would just walk around all day saying I'm bored to my mom.
Wow.
And I got my dad's old DeWalt. No, it was actually, Sears and Roebuck. Those big cast iron jigsaws and just
You were
like
4?
No way.
5.
Wait.
Mom should have never allowed it. I got all my fingers still.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But,
That's a powerful.
I just went in the garage and just started cutting stuff. I didn't
Yeah?
know better. Like you plug it in, it goes, cut, and let's make some stuff.
Thank God all your fingers are here.
It wasn't to my dad. He was pissed.
Yeah.
He
I'm
was
sure.
pretty upset
Yeah.
when he came home and found I ripped the room apart. But
That's great.
as I got older, I did it in a better way, so they were very happy. We got over it. We're done with that
That's
now.
my theory, is
What?
that we know as children what we want to do.
Yeah.
So when I was 7 or 6, I had my own talk show in my basement, in my parents' basement, and I had my dad's camcorder, and I sat in front of it, and I was like, "Welcome to the Michelle Show." And little did I know that Kyle was going to be part of it.
You said Michelle and Kyle back then.
Yeah, I was like, "Welcome to the Michelle Show," and today on our show we've got Andrew Murad, my brother, and he'd be like, "I got to do this again." And today on the show we've got Barbie from Malibu Dreamhouse.
Aw.
And I would sit and I would like interview her.
That's great.
You know what? I think the best advice to give, and with what you said, is just to stay a kid.
Yeah.
Do the thing that it is that you enjoy the most.
Yeah.
Totally.
For sure.
That's what I would say.
Before we move on from your childhood, 15, glossed over it. You leave high school, but then there's like this drive in you that just goes to work for an architectural firm. Or how does that? There was that gap there. You left high school, but you ended up in a job. What was the
Yeah.
attitude there that you had? You were like, oh, forget school, I don't care.
Well, the attitude I have, I'm not saying it was a good one. It's just that why do people do things a certain way and when it can be done better?
Yeah.
And it was just a lot of questioning. There's a lot of questions where nobody really seemed to have the answer. And I don't know where it came from. I guess it's my mom and dad or it's my genetics, but there's just this insatiable need to figure out how to solve a problem, find a problem and solve a problem.
That's really
And
cool.
just, I like making things that it just, and you know what's really cool? They gave me money for doing it.
Yes,
That's like the
even
best
cooler.
That's always the best part.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I'm like, how do I say no? I get to do what I like and you pay me? This is cool.
Right.
It's the greatest feeling, I have to say.
Yeah.
It is the greatest feeling when you are getting paid for what you love to do. It is just like next level.
And I will tell you, as of today, I'm still getting paid for what I
Oh, fantastic.
We
Well, that's good.
gotta
Gotta make sure that's
celebrate
it.
that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
gotta celebrate
do. So
that.
there we go.
I have so many questions to ask you. I feel like we touched a little bit about this, but you had a quote about luxury, which I have to pull up because it was really great. Luxury isn't only how you live, it's how you build.
Oh, wow.
How do you build luxury?
And I think it's also how you feel. You know, luxury isn't something that should be a name brand. It shouldn't be about a luxury, a symbol to make other people believe that somehow you are better because you have something.
Right.
It's a way that you feel.
Yeah.
Luxury is something, it's that feeling when you get in those perfect sheets and you put your head on that perfect down pillow and and everything just fits, and that is luxury. You feel that in a hotel sometimes, if
Yes.
depending on where you stay, right?
We won't name names, but
Yeah, but it's a feeling, and a lot of us don't understand it because a lot of the things that we do are we build things and do things to impress others, right?
Right,
You know, when I
right.
tell my clients, I'm like, there's three things that people come to me that they'll say, and I don't want you to say this for your best interest. They say, you know, it's how they want to be seen, it's what they have seen or what they've seen on TV. And that's not luxury,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Luxury is finding out what your inner soul craves, what it desires, what it needs. You know, some people need something big, some people need something small. Listen to that. And that's what I try to do for people, because people call me the intuitive builder, but I try to
that.
listen to what it is that that person wants. It's not about my idealisms of, you know, an ego of what I want to make for somebody. It's about creating that little womb that we started out in.
I love that. What's been the most creative or logistical challenge regarding this project so far?
I think it might be a little small. I'm not sure if it's actually 50, but and I probably shouldn't say the clients.
Okay, you don't have to.
Actually, they've been great clients. They're like, the biggest logistical thing is that we are buying a big chunk of the materials we're getting from China. The client is Chinese, and she's been importing things, and we have, you know, everything's about when are we going to get it in the crate? When are we going to get it on the ship? When
Yeah.
is it getting off? So and just even storage on the project. I mean, to build something that size, the amount of materials, the site is 3 acres, and we actually had to clear off about an acre just to line up all of the big storage bins that are, I mean, it's massive.
It
looks
massive.
like it's not like Long Beach Harbor, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's pretty intense what we did there. Just the logistics of, you know, putting it together. It's just amazing.
It must be such a cool feeling for you to start something and then to see it all come together at the end.
That is the best part of it. So one of the things that, like, I love doing architecture, but I would, you know, sometimes you would spend 2 years doing drawings, and then you find out that it goes in the back of someone's car. Someone said, you know, it's sitting in my trunk.
Oh,
Wow, that's 2 years of work in your trunk, and you're like, you know what? We're not building it.
oh.
And so that kind of feeling was a little hard for me to, you know, put things. I like putting things on paper, but when you're actually out there and you're able to physically build something, or, well, I don't do it all the physical stuff. It's a little big, but
Right.
I used to. But to see it come up, you know, and the energy of all these people that are coming on the site, and like I just came from a job site today. It's 3 acres by the Getty Museum. And
My
it's
future house?
yeah, it's just one of the biggest remodels that I've done.
Wow.
I mean, there's a wall that's 552 feet long. And I mean, just walking a wall, you know, that takes you 15 minutes on a hillside, and watching like Bridge over River Kwai with these men doing it. It's amazing, because you have these ideas of these visions, and I don't come up with all the visions, but, you know, I have to put the vision together. And
Just as hard, I imagine.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to see it. It's just very fulfilling. You know, I go to sleep that day, well, I'm happy. That's my luxury.
You know what? I think that is so beautifully said, and just like hearing what you're saying, I'm feeling all the feels. So anyone that gets
Are you getting tingly?
Yes, I am. But you're saying all the things that somebody would want to hear, that would want to work with you. Like it goes so much deeper. For me, I'm not there yet, but like I would want to work with somebody who has that passion, that has that drive, that like feels good when they fall asleep at night. Like it's just the coolest thing. We could be here, I feel like, a whole
I have a
2
lot of
hours.
questions.
You have so many questions.
So many.
But we also
I know.
have just been, I mean, I don't know. We were told that you would be, oh, okay. All right.
Well, we haven't gotten into the food at all.
Yes.
You go ahead.
No, you go ahead. No, I'm talking over you.
That's okay.
Oh, okay. I feel like we kind of got into this, but maybe dive into this a little bit more. Is there one specific thing to change in a home that you would add not only value to the property, but to make it more luxurious?
It's the things that you see that make it more luxurious. And I would say the simplest thing is, which a lot of people don't afford this luxury to themselves, is to have somebody come into your house and help you clean and get the clutter out. I mean, the feeling of when you're laying in bed and you look up and you see your dresser and there's just stuff on it, and that's the first thing you see. You don't, you know, those little things They impact your day. That's just not the best way to start your day. And then you get up and you go to the bathroom and everything's just not where you wanted it to always be. And and your gut gets a little tighter and you go in the kitchen and you open the cupboards. And so that is like the simplest, least expensive way to have luxury in your home.
I totally applaud that. You heard me. Like, I am all about keeping, there's only so many things you can control in life, right? And if I can control the way my place looks, and I can feel good.
Wasn't it maximum 2 things on the counter? That's it.
Yeah. I used to work on a show called Get It Sold as a production assistant.
Uh-huh.
And with Sabrina, do you know Sabrina Soto?
Sounds familiar, but I remember that show.
Yeah, she's a host for HGTV, and I was a PA, and I never really wanted to be a PA. I always wanted to be in front of the camera. My first question to her on my first day, which I probably shouldn't have asked, was, how do I get your job? She's like, producer?
Good way to start out.
Yeah.
Let's keep her away from me for a minute. No, but she taught me about, keeping things to a minimum. You don't have to have everything out on your counter, which I've always been a big believer of having a clean space, and a clean space is a clean mind, and you're able to like think more clearly and just come from a happier space, at least for me.
Yeah, I mean, you don't walk around in dirty clothes, or we try not to, so why
Right?
in a dirty
That's a good
house?
analogy. That's a great analogy, actually.
Yeah.
No one ever put it that way. Yeah, you don't walk around in dirty clothes, so why would you walk around in a dirty house?
Exactly.
I love that.
It drives me nuts.
It's just a bigger form of clothing is what a house is.
Yeah.
I love that. It really is. I love that so much.
I love his questioning attitude and his hybrid mentality. I just want to know like how you get jumped from one to the next, because I'm another one of those souls that can jump from job to job and it'd be random, like they're not connected. Like I went from construction to personal shopping and blah blah blah. So I'm just curious.
Blah, blah, blah.
Andy's rubbing off on me. My producer's rubbing off on me.
Rubbing off on you. What are the other blah blah blahs?
Oh man.
Personal training.
I ran a personal
Apparently
training
yesterday
business.
he was like a
I was a
dating
matchmaker.
coach, a matchmaker.
I was in a matchmaking company.
When you're just good at everything, it's kind of
finance
hard to
job.
figure out what to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, I always want to stay in the entertainment industry, but there's, like you said, there's just more to do than just one thing. I mean, why not?
I hear your question, and that's one of my struggles. Everyone tells me that you should stay in your lane. And you realize that when you have the right intention for something, that those things and as the focus for something, you can actually expand it to most anything.
Precisely.
You were asking earlier about cooking. I don't see cooking really much different than building. People are saying, wow, how can you be a builder and a cook?
Right.
Well, I'm taking ingredients. Most of them are from the land. It's either it's a wood stock or something. It's a woody piece that I'm chopping up, right?
Right.
And I'm following a recipe or making my own or creating it and putting it and then assembling it. But I like it though, is because I can eat.
Yes.
And it's a lot easier and faster to do. Right. But it's really, when you look at the foundation of what you're doing, when you're doing things well, they really transfer. I mean, like what Steve Jobs did, it's amazing, how he then created Pixar,
So cool.
How could the computer guy make one of the biggest animation companies in history? My favorite thing about him is then he became one of the biggest stockholders of Disney. But, but it's because, it's the intention that you have. And if you follow that and you follow with your heart, you can do everything well. And I think the idea of like staying in your lane is an antiquated idea.
I agree. Yeah.
I like that. So we were talking about food. I did ask you if you would be down for this. There are some tasty pastries next to you.
I have not had lunch, just saying.
All right.
There we go.
So because you know about food, this is a new game for us.
Okay.
You're going to take a bite of each one, and you're going to tell me what flavor it is. You down?
I'm down. Let's do this.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm so excited.
I mean, there's colors, so I might be a little like, I'm the brown, I might think's chocolate. I'm just saying.
Okay,
Right.
all right.
We should have blindfolded you.
What was that?
I have
Blindfolded
the
you.
packaging. I
It's
know
very low
what
in
is
sugar.
what.
Just to let you know.
You ready to go for the first one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
All right, I'm
go
going to
for
try a
it.
harder one. Let's see.
Yeah.
Do I eat the dot?
No, don't eat the dot. Whatever you do, don't eat the dot. Go
Okay,
for
Let's
it.
do it. Let's try this.
You don't have to eat that much.
There's a chocolatey amaretto flavor to it.
Okay.
I'm doing the pastry. Taste the sugar, the corn syrup, or maybe some kind of the sweetener, but
It's great.
very sweet.
No
and
corn
like it's
syrup.
almost a little bit of amaretto in there.
Amaretto, I love it.
What is it? Is it like
take it.
strawberry?
It's, it's not strawberry.
No, you're
Did I get it
lying.
wrong?
That
You're
one
lying.
was hot fudge sundae.
Okay, yeah, there you
Can I see the
go.
back?
We might also, let's grab a water for him in between these pastries.
sure.
Like a dog with peanut butter right
let's-
now. All right.
I want to see if there's amaretto in here because that would be amazing if you actually tasted the amaretto.
But similar flavor in the hot chocolate.
Yeah.
It had like one of
amaretto
those like really beautiful, like when I'm having like my favorite drink at
Cut
a
off.
bar, you know, like just a,
Yes.
right?
Okay, what's the
I've had
favorite
drink
drink?
with amaretto.
Oh, well, I like martinis, but
What kind of
espresso
martini?
martinis.
Hey!
Espresso martinis.
I love
Well, that's my
espresso
favorite drink.
Yeah?
martinis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got into them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
They're so good. You
Yeah.
should not have them after a certain hour, as I've learned.
It's like an upper and a downer at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, no, for me it was just an upper. I was just like, I couldn't go to bed, and I was like, I have to be on camera tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
and this is not gonna work. Okay, next one.
All right.
Okay.
Which one are you going for?
I'm going to go for the yellow.
The yellow.
I'm assuming this isn't blue cheese.
I hope not. I hope not for your sake. But we have water
We're
there
not
for
setting
you.
you up.
Okay,
We're
right.
not
Yeah.
setting you up.
All right, let's try that.
There we go.
Distinctly different.
Okay.
Fruity on the palate.
Uh huh.
Maybe a hint of blueberry, strawberry-ish, blue, kind of some berry.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got it.
got it.
Blueberry.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay.
Hey, what do I win one of these? A
I
box
think
of
you,
them?
I think you might. I think you
There you
might.
go.
I think you might.
All right. Let's
Bring
try
it
the
for the
next one.
boys.
Okay. I don't think I'll be eating here. But... Right.
Listen, you're the first for this.
Yeah.
What is that flavor? Oh, it's pumpkin.
Oh, that's interesting.
You sure about that?
Well, it's
I can see why I'd go there.
it's that cinnamon pumpkin
Yeah.
spice feel.
Yeah.
Brown sugar cinnamon.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's
How
like
many
pumpkin.
have you gotten so far? You got.
So that
Got
pumpkin
three.
pie-ish
You got
kind
two?
of
Yeah.
feeling to it. Yeah.
Yeah, because the
Okay.
brown sugar with the.
Yeah.
All right. What are we
Which
going
one
for
have I not
next?
tried? Have I not tried the green?
You have not.
There we go.
Okay.
What's the green? Oh, yeah.
I don't think I got enough of this one.
That's the one.
Don't eat the green. Don't
Don't
eat
eat
the
the green.
sticker. I mean, you can. We won't judge you.
Yeah, I mean, definitely chocolatey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably, I'm guessing it's probably chocolate.
Is that your final answer?
Is there more to this? Like, I'm
I didn't
feeling
know
like.
it was a
I'm
game
getting
show
a-
host
like
at
a-
the same time. Is that your final answer, Scott?
Well, I feel like these are very complex. This
They are.
not so I can't just guess chocolate. It
They're
has to
not
be.
that complex, but yeah, they're
That
complex.
like it's not fudge brownie or something.
Close.
Compound word.
Cookies and cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
4 5.
right.
Very impressive.
Got one more.
Okay. Was it this pink?
It was the blue one. Yeah. Pink.
The blue
Ooh,
one. All right.
the blue dot.
I'm gonna try not to assume this is strawberry.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a good assumption.
Yeah.
I might enjoy it. Takes a while for it to hit.
Right.
Okay.
Think in terms of like milkshake flavors.
Wait, milkshake flavors? Really?
Yeah.
Strawberry milkshake.
Anything but a strawberry.
You know, I'm not getting this one. It's just
Really?
it's really sweet.
Yeah.
It's sweet. Like it's very. If it was a wine, I would say it's very sweet forward, but it's like just I taste a lot of sugar on my palate, a little bit of. It's sweet. It's yummy.
I just want to point out that
I give up. I surrender.
All right, it's a
Okay.
birthday cake.
Birthday cake.
But
Okay, you know what? I don't like birthday cakes. I hate birthday cakes because they're so sweet and I
Yeah.
can't taste anything but a birthday cake, but just the sugar.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
That's
I mean, nothing
great.
wrong with that. It's just my personal thing. I'm like, yeah,
fine.
No,
That's
yeah, it's fine.
No judgment. No judgment.
I wanna
Actually,
point out,
when I said what, I actually don't eat birthday
it's like
cake.
icing, the birthday cake icing.
Yes,
flavor.
yes.
1 gram of sugar.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's impressive.
round of applause
Yeah,
for
yeah,
like
you did
just
great.
like jumping in and doing that with us.
Thank you. That was fun.
Sure.
Okay.
Great team
I
player.
wish we could spend more time with you. You're absolutely fascinating and wonderful to interview. For those of that are watching that don't know you, this is your camera. Plug away and say whatever you want.
If you would like a beautiful, luxurious home, you can call me. My phone number is that's a joke. Name of the company. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Actually, I don't like marketing myself. I never had to. So
I can market you. What do you want me to say?
Okay.
She'll plug in.
All right, you do the plug.
Oh, where's my camera? No. You do it. You do it.
Okay, but the company name is Building Construction Group. And if you want to find me on Instagram, it's Scott_Harris_building. So that's what I do. I'm Scott Harris, and I build.
Thank you, Scott, for being here and being a champ for trying these tasty pastries. It was an absolute delight having you here.
Yes.
And you can find out more about Scott, so make sure you go to his Instagram, or you could just Google him. And we will be right back after this.